No one has it figured out. And the belief and the myth and the delusion that somebody else has it figured out is actually what keeps us suffering. I haven't met anyone of the true spiritual teachers I've met who have said they have it figured out. They say, oh my God, I don't have it figured out at all. I don't believe I'll reach a place where I feel, oh, I'm enough. In all areas. Enough as a partner. In my work, of course, am I enough as a provider, a caregiver? And this is no different than everybody else I meet. It's intriguing to me to catch myself and notice where it comes up in those really insidious ways that I'm not enough. And that's the main, I think that's the struggle I always have. Growing up a Jewish gay man in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, which is a steel town, not knowing how to throw a football or a baseball and not caring, I was called all kinds of things. And then plus I was a dancer and I was in the musicals. Back then, I could not fathom that I could get married. I couldn't fathom that I could be loved, could love. I did think I could have cats, but that wasn't a possibility. So, and I say this, I think with 100% conviction, if you said being gay wasn't enough, you're gay, so you're not enough. Back then I believed it. So I wasn't enough. All of us who don't feel enough believe there is some way it's supposed to be, and that we're telling ourselves we're not living up to it. I think part of the reason people don't feel enough is we get messages that you're only enough if you look like this, do this. Look like this, not physically appearance, but your life looks a certain way. And so we're chasing that. It's freeing to realize no one has it figured out. Stop comparing yourself to everybody. What confuses me about people is when they say, well, when will I get this right? When will I be done with this? And I say, when you're dead. I can't speak about after that. Maybe something goes on after, but when you're dead, so I keep thinking I'm going to be working on this for the rest of my life, and that's okay. I'm a person who asks myself every day, how can I be of service? How can I be more compassionate? How can I be more at peace, at ease with whatever happens? I keep thinking of it all as a practice. And I don't think our existence is any different than an artist, a gymnast, an athlete. They may be tired, but they go back on the mat the next day and practice again. They don't say, oh, I got it, I'm perfect now. I also don't think of practice as a lack of joy. The analogy I often say to myself is it's like learning to drive. That was difficult for me. I didn't want to do it, but yes, I did. I was scared. I was gripping the wheel, but I want freedom. So that's the same analogy. It's like, I want to be at peace. I'm going to do that again. I want to practice doing that again. Every one of us can practice being kinder and gentler to ourselves. I'm still puzzled by people who think they're never going to die. You're going to die. And that's exciting because then you can infuse this moment, when you remember, with meaning. My daily mantra is a question to myself of, how do you want to be in this moment? And that's, I think, that North Star for me that I cling to help me navigate my life. Whatever, you feel connected with, you're engaging, you're leaning into it. For me, that's making tea, having Murphy sit on my lap. They're all helping me get out of rumination and into the moment, because in the moment, I feel the weight of this cat. I feel their purring. They're grounding experiences about saying, I'm here right now. The way I think of peace is not devoid of pain or dislike or displeasure. It's that there's no fight, no struggle. I think of if two warring nations, I can think of several right now, were to have a peace agreement, the people might not like each other. They might still criticize, but they don't throw rocks or bombs at each other. And I don't think it's hyperbole to say, I think that we drop bombs on ourselves all day long and twist ourselves into knots trying to be enough. For me, peace is just being able to breathe with ease and embrace the behaviors that I would like to change, embrace the situation that is not necessarily the one I would like. I often say to myself in my meditations every day, it may be safe, may be at peace and at ease. May I be healthy, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then the phrase that I have changed, tweaked it a little bit is, and may I go gently knowing my goodness. Knowing our goodness goes back to being enough. For me, I'm getting to know my goodness. And when I say that, since I believe it's a process, I can be at peace with that most of the time.
thank you so much for watching the story all the way to the end. And a special thank you to all of you on Patreon who help us to make these films. If you want to join us on the journey, please click the link over here, I think. It just wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you.